I'm Emma. I'm one of the speech pathologists here at Mouthworks, and today I'm going to talk about how we can build our child's talking skills. So one of the first things that we're going to do is we're going to get face to face. We're going to get nice and level with our child so that we can see what they're interested in. And so let's say that our child is interested in a block and he doesn't have any words yet, so he's just going to point to the block like this. What we can do then is we can imitate. So that is where I can do what the child is doing. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to point to it, I'm going to imitate, and then I'm going to interpret. So that's where I'm going to say what the child would if they could. So I might say, block. For a child who's using words, so single words to talk about what they're seeing around them, they might be using the word like ball or water. We can use a strategy called expanding. So that's where we take what our child has said and we build it up by adding a word. So we might see the word block or hear the word block, and we might add a new word to it. So we might say purple block. We've added a word. We've built another word on top of it. And what we can do is we can think about using a variety of words to expand what our child has said, to add another word. So we could use a word that talks about belonging. We could say my block. Or we could use a word that describes. So we might say big block or little block. We might use a word that's an action. So we might say put the block on. Now I know that's not just one word that we've added, but we also want to make sure that what we're saying makes sense, that it's still grammatical. So we can still use short phrases like put the block on. For a child who is combining words, so already starting to put some words together to make some phrases, we can use a strategy called build-ups and breakdowns. So that's where we start with what our child has already said. I said block. They might have even said purple block because they're combining words now. We might say purple block. It's a purple block. Put the purple block on. Put the purple block on top. Put the purple block on top of the tower. And then we can use a strategy called breakdown. So we start with our longer sentence and then we're breaking it down. So we might say, put the purple block on top of the tower. Put the block on top. Put the block on. Purple block. So what we did was we started with what our child said, we followed their lead to see what they were interested in, and we built it up. So we started with some phrases, we made that phrase longer, we built it up to a sentence, and then we broke it back down again. So we went from sentence to phrase, and then to single word again even. So what these strategies can do is they can help our child to build their vocabulary and to build their sentences up. Research shows that using these strategies helps our child to develop their language skills. And one of the great things is there doesn't even need to be an expectation for them to say it back. So for a child doing these types of activities, the idea is that it shouldn't feel like therapy because we're following their lead. It should feel like fun. So how about we have a go at trying some of those strategies at home, and you can tell your speech pathologist how it went.